Time for the business quarterly updates. What have I been up to? How is the business going? So today we are going to talk about it all. So if you, my darling, are building a business while working a 9-to-5 job, I feel you from a spiritual level, right? And if you're interested in seeing what real numbers look like for somebody who is actually going through the process, now my business is not making me money at this point because I'm still building it. But what I am showing you is the strategy, the pivots, the mindset of what is happening behind the scenes. I'm also showing you guys the reality that building a business, especially in the first year or two, you are putting money into something that may give you nothing back in return. So in this video, I'm really honestly pulling back the curtain and showing you everything. No shame, no game, no nothing. Just the reality of how I'm building my business. There is game, but that game ain't making me money, honey. So what we're doing today is that we're looking at results from Q1, from January to March. I'm going to show you guys what worked, what didn't, and I'm also going to give a quick recap of where I was at the beginning of the year, right? What I was thinking in terms of what I wanted to achieve. And then I'm going to kind of close out the video with some goals of where I want to take the business and the things that I want to do for Q2. So if you've ever wondered what it really looks like, here it is, my darling. Hi everyone, welcome back to Lessons Lived. My name is Nandi. If you are new to my channel, I am so glad you found our little corner of the internet. Ours is a community of ambitious women who take action. We leverage our full-time jobs so that we can build scalable side businesses. Because we believe that wealth isn't an escape plan, it's a power move. So my darling, if you are ready to transform your career into capital, your experience into income, and your business into a legacy, this channel is for you. So in today's video, I'm going to be walking you guys through my Q1 goals, what I actually accomplished. Most of it really focusing on my YouTube channel, some of the paid promotions that I did they move the needle? Was it what I expected? And then I'm going to move on to talk about my big focus for Q2. Spoiler warning, it's going to be all about watch hours for my YouTube channel, how I'm mapping out my content. We're going to talk a little bit about my finances and my strategy for the next quarter and how everything ties back into what I'm hoping will be business growth in the future. So if you love transparent business breakdowns, realistic strategies, and money talk, this is for you. Hit the like and subscribe button, drop me a comment below, and let's get right into it. Before further ado, let me now go ahead and turn into the screen share where I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about a recap of my Q1, how I did in Q1, and also where I'm trying to go in Q2. So along with everything that I established in Q1, I also want to take the time to talk about my Q2 strategy. The focus is going to be watch hours. In Q2, I really want the strategy to be about growing my watch hours. Here's what I'm going to be doing differently. I want to have a full content calendar. And I really made sure that I mapped out my finance business themes. In Q1, I also did a soft rebrand. That's kind of sort of a hard rebrand. So I really want to push on that rebrand. If you guys remember, my channel was primarily about me recording my debt pay down journey. I have moved on from talking only about debt pay down to now talking more about things that I'm really passionate about, the things that have led to my success in corporate and as a real estate investor. And then to also share with you guys my story of how I'm building this new stream of income. So you will get to see my stats realistically. How am I doing with this business? So for Q2, I want to expand on this new vision. So having my content focused on mindset, business, real estate, career, and finance. Those things will be a throughput set of content on my channel. So it's a new series of strategies to boost the bingeability of my channel. So you can start with the scarcity mindset, for example, is a series of 9 or 10 videos. You can start with one and go all the way to 9, right? And I'm also prioritizing long form content to create more of talking head videos. And you've already started seeing that. And I also have what you call the up and down strategy, where I take my long form content and I chop them down into shorts. And then I'm also going to take my long form videos, for example, the scarcity mindset video. Why not join them into a full scarcity mindset master course that's going to be 3 or 4 or 5 hours long? I was talking to somebody who he started doing that, and the results were amazing. I was like, who's going to watch that? He's like, Nandy, just give it a try. If it doesn't work out, what do you have to lose? You already recorded the videos. So these are all things that I'm doing to boost my channel viewership in the next quarter. We'll see how it's all going to turn out. Now let's talk a little bit about the YouTube channel itself. We are going to look for the before pictures so that you can see what the channel looked like before. We did a soft/hard rebrand. Actually, I think it's a hard rebrand before the beginning of Q2. So now this is the new branding. It's no longer just what it was, lessons lived, finance, career, business. Now we have a real call out as to who we are talking to. It's for corporate women. Wealth isn't an escape plan. It's a power move. And we are changing the community from the Financial Handbook community into the Power Move Collective, because I think this takes the conversation away from it being just about finance to it truly being about finance, career, business, that collective conversation that would help women in corporate America really transition from just having a full-time job into becoming women who manage their money well and with long-term wealth building in mind. And so we also rewrote the description of who we are. We are a collective where ambitious corporate women leverage their 9-to-5s as a launch pad, not a limitation, to build scalable side businesses. And the channel is for corporate professionals ready to transition into full-time entrepreneurship, but it's also for high-income earners looking to diversify their income, and for 9-to-5 women wanting to monetize their expertise by building service-based businesses, primarily consulting businesses. Okay, that's really what I have in mind. And here in the description, I'm also highlighting our 4 pillars: finance, career, business, and mindset. So that is the rebrand that we did. And I also went back and updated all of the thumbnails to reflect this new branding. Let me see if I can find a Word document that would kind of show what some of the branding looked like before. Oh yes, so I think this is going to show you what some of the content used to look like before. No, you don't really get a good idea, but yes, so right here you can see this is what the content used to be. I had a strong emphasis on the pink visuals, but I changed it into more of a gray visual. I like this a lot better. It has almost like a cleaner, more professional and corporate look to it. I'm also changing even my shorts as well. Really focusing, okay, I need to fix this. I hate this inconsistency. All of them need to align. But anyhow, so yeah, even my shorts, I'm also trying to be intentional in making sure that the shorts match that branding. With that in mind, let's talk about what's most important for this conversation: channel analytics. I wanted to give a quick overview of how we're tracking so far, because that is my goal. I would like to start having clear goal trackers so that we'll really see how we are tracking every single quarter, not just every single month. So for this quarter, this is what the analytics look like. Here is a quick overview for all of the videos. So I've had 9,400 thousand views, 371 watch hours in this quarter. I'm like, oh my gosh, we are so far away from 4,000. It's interesting when you look at this, and I'm like, I need to work on boosting these watch hours for real. And subscribers, we got 370 subscribers, but the watch hours we really need to work on. And honestly, it's because of this number that I'm going to have the Q2 strategy that I'm going to share with you guys here soon. So yeah, here are the watch hours, and let's dig a little bit deeper into the content. I like to see this page over here because it breaks it down for each video type. So these are the long form content or the videos. So I've had 4,700 views for my videos, 92,000 impressions. My click-through rate is 3%. And the average view duration for my videos this quarter was 4.31 minutes. So at 4.31 minutes, that is a lot of videos to get to 4,000 watch hours. So we really have a lot of work to do to boost those watch hours. And here are my shorts. So for my shorts, I've had 4,000 views for shorts as well. That's weird. 4,000 views for shorts as well. 124 likes. I've gained only 4 subscribers for my shorts. So really, shorts is now where I'm pushing subscribers, but I am pushing views when it comes to shorts. How viewers were engaged, 25% stayed to watch. Shorts feed is where most of my views are coming from. Okay. Lives, I'm hoping in the next quarter updates to start seeing progress here. Post, this is also something that I want to start making progress in the next quarter. So here are my trends for Q1 2025. I like to look at this, like all of my trends. I've published 62 shorts in the past quarter, the past 90 days, and 41 videos in the past 90 days to get this results. 41 videos to get 300 watch hours. But you know what? That's the name of the business. So people watching both, 29%. People watching videos only, 38%. People watching shorts, 33%. How my viewers are finding me, my traffic source, shorts feed, browser feature, YouTube search, and I did a little bit of YouTube advertising. And here are the impressions. So in this quarter, I got 108,000 impressions. The views from those impressions were 3,500 views. And the average view duration was 4.03. Yeah, this is a little bit different from the video's duration because shorts bring down your view duration because they're so short per view. Watch time per impressions, 233 hours. Now, it's really easy to look at this and be a little bit discouraged, but think about it, right? I've had an audience of 3,000 people in 90 days, right? That is still nothing to sneeze at. And click-through rate was 3.2% click-through rate. So my new viewers for shorts, 3,000 new viewers. For videos, 3,100 views. Returning viewers, 88 for shorts, 151 for videos. And live stream, it's showing 1 because I've been testing how to actually go live, because to be honest, I'm still trying to psych myself to feel comfortable going live by setting up the right system. I'm actually in the process of resetting up all of my OBS systems so I can go live. I'm going to leave this here and we are going to the YouTube tracker. The YouTube tracker, it's a better visual for me. You know, I'm big on my Excel spreadsheets, but you can see here how I am tracking for each one of these metrics on a monthly basis. So if you look over here for March, I only posted 8 videos in March and 32 YouTube shorts. My watch hours was significantly lower, 69 compared to 138, which is what I had before. I only gained 17 subscribers, but these, though, I did kind of buy these subscribers because I did YouTube promotions. You gain a lot of subscribers when you do YouTube promotions, but I thought it impacts your click-through rate, but honestly, when I'm looking at it, it didn't impact my average view duration by that much. And surprisingly, it actually was helping my channel because I was able to get more watch hours. Or maybe the reason why I didn't get enough watch hours was because I didn't post enough videos. So these are what my numbers look like broken down month per month on this spreadsheet. I will keep tracking them throughout the year. Now that you have kind of seen where I stand for Q1, let's start talking strategy for Q2. So here is the overarching strategy for Q2. I want to significantly boost how many videos I post per week, how many shorts we post per week. I also want to force myself to do lives and to start engaging in the community tab. Now, I don't know how well engaging in the community tab is going to boost my channel, but I would like to start putting some posts on there to at least continue to strengthen who we are as a channel. So here is what I would like to do, and then I'll show you guys how I'm planning for it. For shorts, to drive visibility and engagement, I'm really shooting for 5 shorts every single day for the next quarter. And we will make sure that these shorts are optimized with SEOs, tags, descriptions, and they are related to a playlist and they have their related videos attached. Up to this point, y'all, I was just randomly posting shorts. I wasn't optimizing the actual shorts videos themselves. And I'm already starting to see a difference in the few shorts that we're posting and how they are picking up pretty quickly. Videos, right? I really want to boost not just watch time, but also my authority. I also want to boost the attraction to our audience because up to this point, my video was about finance, and I was kind of still wanting to do the finance thing the first month of the year, but now I've gone full in on corporate women in corporate America, really strengthening the message for the person that I really want to attract. We still talk about finance, but we're talking about finance for the woman in corporate America. We're still talking about business and career, but it's all packaged for women in corporate America. So, AKA, I am my first customer. And so my community type, I wanted to reflect that. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I want to start having some sort of community message behind the scenes. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but I really want to invest in building the community type. Live videos. So for my live videos, I want these to be 2 hours minimum. I would love for them to be 3 hours, but I really want them to be masterclass style courses where I come on live and I do this long masterclass, but I'm also structuring the masterclass so that I can chop it up into smaller videos that I will post throughout the week as well. So lots of content coming up on this channel. So that is the overarching strategy. Now let me show you guys the calendar. Here's what the calendar is going to look like for the quarter. April, these are all of the videos I plan on posting. So it almost looks like April, we are on track to post a video 5 days a week. So Monday through Friday, including a live. So I would almost have a video every single day. Right now, we are good to meet this standard. We'll see how well we are going to do in month 5. So in month 5 in May, we are also on track to carry on the same standard, but I have more videos I need to shoot. I definitely want to record all of these videos on business banking. I'm starting to do a lot of research so that I can find a new bank for my own business. So these will be the banks that I'm looking at and sharing that with my audience. So it looks like for Monday, all the videos are recorded. For Tuesday, these are also technically recorded, but I still need to do the voiceover part for the bank. For Wednesday, my real estate videos, they're already scripted. I just need to record them. For Thursday, same thing. And then, of course, at the end of May, I'm hoping to release 2 master classes. So yeah, we have that. And then on Friday, in keeping with how I do things, we'll be talking about my financial updates. Usually that's typical for Fridays. So that is May. And then in June, so I don't have a lot of that content recorded. So in June, I'm going to have to record a lot of content so that we can keep up with at least 4 videos minimum during the week. So that is the schedule of what it looks like. I would love to do a live every week. I don't know that that would be realistic. I think it might more be, if I can do 1 live a month, that's a win. If I can do a live every week, that is shooting to the moon. But Q2 is really where I am pushing hard to try to boost my watch hours for my YouTube channel. So we'll see how that's gonna work out for us. We're also working on scheduling shorts here, and for my shorts, I use Opus Clips. If you're not familiar with what Opus Clips is, I will have a video detailing how I use it to really boost my YouTube views and to take down my long form educational content into smaller clips that are more bite-sized and easily digestible. Okay, so I think that is it. So this is my Q2 strategy. I'm really excited to see how this is going to boost my YouTube views or this media-based business at the end of Q2. So you have to come back and stay tuned for that. Now let's quickly do an overview of my finance. I won't be breaking down every single thing because there really isn't much. But if you look over here in terms of my finances, I've spent about, I'll be curious to see. So for my finance section, so I've spent a little over, like how much is this? $3,000. Right, so right now it looks like I've spent a little over $3,000 on this business for Q1. I'm trying to do my best to manage costs. Almost all of the cost comes from services that I'm paying for. To me, it's a worthy investment. I'm going to try to do another video where I go into a little bit more detail as to what does my cost looks like, where it's coming from, all the different subscriptions that I have, how much the subscriptions are costing me in a different video. But right now, just quick overview, a little over $3,000 for Q1. I'm hoping to maintain that to $3,000 in Q2, because if I can maintain that cost standard, I will be able to be fine until the end of the year. But I have to make sure that I maintain this cost standard around $3,200, right? Maybe $1,200 a month. If I can spend $1,200 a month, that would be, for me, a good place to be by the end of the year. So this right here is a good place. And I think this cost me more because I paid somebody to do an Excel project for me, and they were almost double what I normally pay. So I will be putting a lot of that Excel work on hold until I get to the point where I'm bringing in a little bit more cash. But $1,200 a month, if I can maintain cost around $1,200 a month, I will be good based on what I've budgeted until the end of the year. So thank you guys for sticking with me through this business quarterly update. I'm really excited to see how this new Q2 strategy is going to impact the channel. I have a lot of work to do in Q2 for this channel. So if you are in a season of building while working full-time, remember, my darling, it takes time. But we're not here for gimmicks or burnout. Right? We're building legacies. So please drop me a comment below and let me know, what is your Q2 goal? Let's keep each other accountable. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And my darlings, I will see you in about a quarter. I'm going to be giving you guys an update though throughout the month on the tools, the strategy, the challenges that I'm facing. So please do stay tuned to the channel, because there will be a lot more coming up about my journey of building this business. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.